Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing a review of the Evnik High Speed Simulator. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a close-up and review on this Evnik High Speed Simulator. This is the user manual that it comes with and the Evnik High Speed Simulator tool. Which is made out of this hardened rubber with a textured grip. It says Sadvakas Revolution in Sports. It says create the sound of power. A very simple tool by design, but very effective in helping to increase hand speed and power by going through the proper technique when you're using this tool. So just to show you how much it weighs. It's about 7 ounces. The majority of the weight is going to be front loaded right here. And this tool was actually created by the Sadvakas family, and I believe they're from Kazakhstan. This is a tool that's also used by the Kazakhstan national boxing team, and if you guys know who Triple G is, you know that Triple G is Kazakhstani as well. So that girl right there in the pink peach colored shirt, I believe she's pretty famous on YouTube as well as Instagram. She has several videos of her showing off her hand speed, and she has super fast hands, especially for her age, and shows her some videos of her, you know, hitting wood off trees or tree bark off the trees with her hands. So it's pretty cool stuff if you ever get a chance to check it out. But here's the user manual. You go through it and it basically just kind of gives you the breakdown on how to use it, which I'll show you here in a second. But I have the Evnik 1, they have the Evnik 2, which comes in black. I believe that's a little bit heavier and more advanced. And it just shows you the different forms. You have the dolphin grip, which is like that. You have the arrow grip, which is more higher up, parallel with your arm. And it just shows you, I'm not gonna go through every single line here, but kind of just shows you the technique on how to do things the right way with the green check marks and the X's the wrong way. So it really puts accentuation on proper technique, as well as how to develop good power. And then the speed is gonna be coming through the repetition exercises, which I'll show you guys here in a second as well. So if you guys get this, go through the manual, check it out, you know, kind of get really acquainted with everything that you see here in this manual, and then you'll get a good idea of how this works. So let's go ahead and do the review and show you how this works. Hey, what's up guys, Carlo here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Evnik High Speed Simulator. You can see it comes in this one blue color scheme. It is a full rubberized construction that's very flexible, and this was developed by the Sadvakas family, who I believe are based out of Kazakhstan, the same country that Triple G is from. And is a tool that's very effective, very simple, but very effective. Even the Kazakhstan national boxing team utilizes this. The two main things I find that this really helps with, for myself personally, and what they also advertise, is that it helps increase your hand speed by really activating your central nervous system, your fast twitch muscles, by a rapid contraction and relaxation of that muscle. The other thing it does is helps with your punching technique by turning your punches over and making sure that you have the correct form down. This tool cost me $22 on Amazon. Probably one of my best investments so far, and I've definitely noticed some increase in my hand speed, and my form has gotten better over about the last month or so that I've had this tool to train with. Now the great thing about this is that since it's flexible, you can see it has kind of this blocked out piece right here. This is the main heart of this tool, and this is where the weight is at. This is where the majority of the weight is. This handle right here has some texture to it, so it gives you a good amount of grip. But the whole premise behind this is, unlike a static weight like the egg weights or a pair of dumbbells that you kind of shadow box with, and that does help, you know, with some hand speed, and it does help with getting your body kind of engaging those muscles. But this really does something that those can't do, and it's that vibration that you get, that flexing motion, that bouncing that you see right there, and that's what's basically what triggers that fast twitch and that contraction and relaxation of those muscles. So there's two things you can really do with this. One is you can use this for several different exercises. And then two, you can also use this as to help with your fundamentals of punching. So you can use this on your heavy bag. Now, disclaimer with that, if you do use this on a heavy bag at home, obviously it's your own personal heavy bag, do as you wish, but it will mark up your bag. You can see I have a couple marks on here. I've been using it for a while now. It doesn't do any damage to it. You just see some of the kind of the rubber kind of rub off onto the heavy bag. Not a huge deal to me. I don't really care. But if you're going to use this at the gym, I would definitely ask them first before you start hitting their heavy bag with this, and then you piss off the gym owner. That's the last thing you want to do, is burn any bridges with the people at your gym. So just be mindful of that before you start using this. Make sure you ask them if it's at the gym. If it's at your home, you know, go for it. It's up to you. So you can use this to help with your form. Now we'll start with the heavy bag portion with this first, and then we'll move to the exercises. So the first thing you want to do is get down the two ways to hold it. So the first is going to be called the arrow position. Now, I translated the actual manual that it came with, I believe was originally in Russian, and they translated it over to English. It did a pretty good job with it, but there's some areas there that there was a little bit where I had to kind of decipher what they were trying to say. But I kind of got it down, so I'll explain the best I can. So this is going to be the arrow position. You can see that the actual tool is in line with my arm. So that's the arrow position, the way you hold it there. Now they have the dolphin position, where it sits back kind of like a 45-degree angle. It doesn't sit on your wrist. It sits a little elevated. This position right here is to be used so when you turn your punches over and you land on your knuckles, that this flap right here also lands on the heavy bag. So whether you're using straight punches, you get that nice satisfying pop, and you know that you're turning your punches over. You know that you're turning your punches over. It makes one sound. If you're not, then you're going to get kind of a secondary slap with it. If you're turning your punches over, it should make one sound together. See? And you know you're landing your punches, whether it's your straights, your jabs, and you correct yourself. And so that's basically the dolphin. Now you can do the arrow as well. And the arrow position is really good as well to really engage your forearm muscles and getting that going, because now you're getting more of the flick of the wrist with it. So whether it's your straights, your jabs, and my favorite are the hooks. So you want to line this up right here, and this is what's really going to engage your core, but as well as that snapping of your shoulder action when you're hitting your target. So on the heavy bag, the hooks you have to use as the arrow position, and this is what you really do. And you really feel it in your hips and your legs, because that's where you're really generating the power from. Because you're not swinging all the way back here and coming around and using your entire body, or should I say you're kind of swinging into it. It forces you to really engage your core. You really snap your shoulders into it. And definitely get a good workout doing that. So they recommend doing 5 sets, 100 reps each. So for me, the way I interpreted that was I do 100 reps of the right, and then I'll do like 100 reps of the jab, of the hook, some of the uppercuts. So you can do 100 reps, 5 sets of that. The next is going to be the actual exercises, which is my favorite thing to do with this. And this is what's really going to help develop those fast twitch muscles and get your body kind of accustomed to it. So when you're not using this, you will notice a gain in hand speed. So several exercises you can do is obvious one, like to help with your rotator cuff. You know, you keep your elbow there here at that nice 90 degree, and you can just basically flex back and forth, and that helps strengthen that delta, that rotator cuff muscle. And again, you could do 20 reps of this for 5 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. You can switch sides, do it on the left, and so forth. You can also have it out in front of you and just work from your elbow out and swinging that and really get that motion going. And then you can do the entire arm from your shoulder out. You can do 20 reps of that for 5 sets. Where it really engages the core and your muscle right here, this muscle group. And then lastly, to use this to increase your hand speed as well, the other exercise I love doing with this, it comes in 6 exercises. for 4 sets. 6 exercises which repeat themselves in different positions. So the first position you're gonna have, get in your boxing stance with your jab hand. You're gonna have it out here, and the arc is gonna be just about right here. That's your first exercise. You do that for 12 reps. Next exercise, which is gonna be number 2, you're gonna go about halfway out here, and you're gonna do it about halfway out here for 12 reps. Then you go all the way out extended, 12 reps again, extended. So that's 3 exercises. The next exercise is gonna be right here, but you're gonna go for a longer arc, 12 times. You're gonna go fully extended, halfway arc, 12 times. The last exercise, which is gonna be the 6th one, is gonna go full range arc 12 times. So all in total, you're gonna be doing that 6 exercises total for 4 sets. So if I were to do it, I would start off like this. So you want to do those 6 exercises for 4 sets total. By the time you're done with that and you're done using it, you're going to be burned out. Like any other training that you're doing, you'll be sore from this. So do keep in mind when you're starting off with this, like any exercise that you haven't done before, you'll end up being sore. But you'll definitely, within a week, depending on how much you're doing it, you'll definitely notice a gain in hand speed from using this, which I think is really awesome. And there's really nothing like this on the market. So between the increase in hand speed and helping with the proper technique, rotating your punches, getting the snap into your shoulders, I think this tool is really awesome. Probably one of my favorite things to use. You know, you can use it at home at night before you have dinner or whatever, walking around the house, watching TV, and you can work on this and help increase your physical fitness. Even if you're not doing it for boxing, you just want to get a good workout in, it's a really great tool. But especially for boxing and combat sports that obviously you're using your hands to fight with. So really cool tool. $22, I got it on Amazon. I'll put the link below in the description box, not only for the Amazon link, but as well as the Zlotvakas family. They also have several videos they have on their channel, which I'll link down below in the description box as well, so you can kind of see the way they use it as well and how they cover what they've done with their family in using this tool. So hope you guys found this video informative. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.